Bates to Eastern Michigan. What the hell happened to that kid? Guys, I just wanted to do a little recruiting recap for the day. It's been a very busy day. There's a lot of stuff going on. We've got the Elite 11 competition, but the big story happening right now is Texas. Are they officially back? I think they are, and I've got a few reasons why. I'll talk about it, but it says here Texas jumps to the number 2 spot in the 247 rankings, moving past Notre Dame. Now, guys, the deal is Notre Dame's going to land about 4 or 5 commits in the next week and a half. Ohio State's going to land several commits, so those teams will likely jockey for 1-2. But Texas, unbelievable. They get Arch Manning. This is why it's so important for the quarterback to commit early. And this is why I'm so optimistic on Ohio State's 2024 class. They've already got the superstar quarterback to commit. Once you get the superstar quarterback committed, everything falls into place. They get Derek Williams. What an amazing job that was out of Louisiana. And then today, with Arch Manning committed, they get Jonte Cook, the fringe 5-star prospect. And you take a look at all the 247 Sports rankings right here. They've got 17 commits. It's not an insanely good average. They do have 6 3-stars. I wonder if they'll start trying to process some of those 3-star kids, a.k.a. tell the 3-stars to decommit because they're trying to level up and get better prospects with Arch Manning now committed. I think we might see a few 3-star decommits from Texas moving forward, but another program that's recruiting so well right now is Clemson. Clemson just picked up a really good 4-star top 100 offensive guard, Sewell, from the state of Texas. And Clemson at this point, Dabo Swinney, 14 out of the 15 commits are 4 or 5-star prospects. They've got an average score of around 92. Not bad. It'll be interesting. Peter Woods, the superstar pass rusher from the state of Alabama. Will Clemson steal him? And then also Penn State's recruiting really well. Georgia is getting in on it. Georgia is expected to land 3 top 100 linebackers. They're trending right now. Daniel Harris is a beast cornerback. I wanted Ohio State to get him so badly, but Georgia, sometimes we got to admit, Georgia did out-recruit Ohio State, and Daniel Harris, I know he's ranked like 150th, but I think he's going to finish, he might finish a 5-star, guys. Daniel Harris is a beast. I'm telling you, he's going to shoot way up. And then you can kind of see some of the teams fall down a little bit. Cincinnati was like ranked 2nd. Now they're ranked 10th. Northwestern is down. There's Tennessee. They've kind of hit a little bit of a lull. Louisville, they're obsessed with NIL, money. Reuben Owens, multi-million NIL deal. DeAndre Moore, the top 100 receiver, multi-million NIL deal. But guys, it's been a crazy day. We've got major crystal ball activity, it looks like today. You guys can see. Ooh, a 3-star pass rusher to Iowa. Robert Stafford. That is such a Miami recruit. You just know that kid's going to be in the transfer portal in 2 years. Nothing against Miami, but this kid's probably ranked like 140th in the nation. If he's got a 93-23 ranking, he's probably ranked like 140th. Look at this. Another good this is an interior offensive lineman. This kid's probably ranked like 108th in the nation or around there. Going to Louisville. Louisville is paying these kids. It's so obvious. Howard, the edge rusher to LSU. That's a really good offensive tackle. He's going to be committing to Notre Dame very soon. Wayne, yes, the pass rusher, gets Cristobal to Miami. Miami's spending a ton of money. I knew Miami was going to spend an F-load of money when they outbid Ohio State in the transfer portal for a college basketball player. If you've got Miami's basketball program paying $400,000 for a basketball player, just imagine what their football NIL collective is going to do. Guys, this was a hilarious crystal ball. The tight end, so this kid is like, very interesting. This is like the number 2 he is. I think he's the number 2 or number 3 overall player in the state of Ohio for the 2024 class, and he's being crystal balled to LSU. Guys, it's kind of a weird situation. I would kind of compare him to Evan Ingram in terms of his body type, but I'll be honest, this is just my opinion. We'll see if it's right. I don't think this kid's going to be a top 5 player in the state of Ohio by the final 2024 rankings. It's my personal opinion. We'll see. LSU, guys, so I think LSU is just throwing money at kids at this point, honestly. They've struggled so much in terms of recruiting with Brian Kelly. It's been a disaster. And you've actually got Notre Dame fans. I might do a video on this. Notre Dame fans daily are like thanking Brian Kelly. They're like, thank you so much for leaving us. Guys, you remember Brian Kelly leaving Notre Dame when they still had a chance to make the playoffs? That was one of the most ridiculous things. But no, it worked out so, that's almost like the Jim Harbaugh situation. I did a video on Michigan earlier today. I almost think, let's say Michigan loses 4 games and they get blown out by Ohio State. I think 100% Michigan should fire Harbaugh. 100%. He can't recruit and relate to teenagers. It's so obvious. Look at Notre Dame. Brian Kelly struggles. He's an old white dude. He struggles to relate to teenage prospects. You need one or two things. This day and age, if you're recruiting young kids, you need to have an ability to relate to them. You need to be young. That's one of the things. Or you need to be an offensive guru who can kind of sell yourself as this NFL type thing like Ryan Day, Steve Sarkisian, or Lincoln Riley. And you say, oh, come play in my offense. You'll put up a bunch of stats. You need to be young and relatable. That's Marcus Freeman. Or you need to be like an offensive guru, obviously, and then you've got Nick Saban, right? I mean, he's pretty much everything. But, you need one of those things, and then you could say Kirby Smart. But I think the Georgia situation is different because the state of Georgia is just so talented. Georgia literally could sign 25 players all from the state of Georgia and have a top 3 class. That's how talented the state of Georgia is. Let's look at scheduled commits. See who's committing next, guys. There's some big things happening coming up. Cole Adams. Is this the kid that's going to Bama? I didn't know this kid was white. Yeah, he's going to... So he received... I would imagine... I don't have inside info on him, but I know he received crystal balls to Alabama. I wonder if he'll move up. He looks like a slot receiver. Yeah, he looks like a slot receiver. So he's the number 5 player in Oklahoma. And then you've got the offensive tackle going to... Oh, this is happening tomorrow at noon. So Notre Dame's going to take back the number 1 overall spot in the rankings, at least for a little bit, because this kid's committing to Notre Dame. Over Michigan, I think? Yeah, over Michigan. And then it looks like he's got a top 4 of Mizzou and Arkansas. King Mack. Oh, is this kid going to Penn State? Yes, Penn State and Michigan State, but it looks like Penn State's putting together a great class. This is a solid get for him. Solid 4-star player. Linebacker I'm not familiar with. Maybe Texas Tech. I don't even know. Oklahoma. Boy, we'll see how Oklahoma ends up doing. Woodson, Caleb Woodson, not familiar with him. He's from Virginia. Looks like it's a battle between Virginia and Virginia Tech. Daniel Harris, beast. I wish Daniel Harris was coming to Ohio State. He's not coming to Ohio State. But yeah, guys, I mean, he'll probably finish top 50 player in the nation, I would say. Riley Williams. This is he transferred. So this kid was originally from Oregon and then just recently transferred, it looks like, for his senior season to IMG. I would imagine he'd be going to Oregon, though. Wow. Oregon. Wait, this kid is... I think Oregon got completely screwed because this kid transferred to IMG. That's a big get for Miami. Miami's paying everyone, man. Ohio State's not getting this kid. Alabama, I don't know. I can just tell you the intel on Ohio State, guys. I don't know these other schools. This kid's going to Michigan. He just announced. Good for Michigan. They're getting a solid 4-star. That's fine. Maybe Miami will pony up and pay. I think Miami wants to save their money. Yeah, Miami wants to save their money. Howard is committing. Oh my, how many commitments are we going to have over the next few days? There's Jermaine. Jermaine Matthews is committing. This Moore kid, Frederick Moore, is committing to Michigan. Micah Bell is committing to Notre Dame. I think Hamilton is going to North Carolina. He's from, North Carolina or Clemson maybe, but I would imagine North Carolina. Braswell. Oh, probably Louisville if they throw a little money at him. We'll see. And then Rico Flores going to, this kid. So Rico Flores is going to Notre Dame. Ohio State filled up. He was going to go to Ohio State. Yeah, this offensive tackle, the number one offensive tackle in the nation, total NIL. Look at these schools. Look at these. I mean, seriously? Come on, man. You got to at least hide. Maybe he's trying to hide it by having Alabama in there. He's trying to hide it a little bit. But this is another situation. This is who gives me the best offer. Literally, nobody can crystal ball this kid anywhere. He's committing on the 4th of July, and nobody has a clue because it's who offers me the best, most money on July 4th at 9 a.m. when I'm about to commit. That's all this is. That's why they can't crystal ball him. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who's going to offer the best deal. It's hilarious. Darren Reed, baby, come home. Darren Reed's a lot better than 228th. Oh, Darren Reed, it's a showdown between Brian Kelly and Ryan Day. It's an epic 4th of July commitment. Christian Gray, Marcus Freeman does it again. Paris Patterson. Oh, a 3-star, an interior offensive line, wants to get in on the 4th of July festivities. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, see, this is ridiculous. So supposedly, the state of Alabama is so talented. The number 11 player in the state of Ala-frickin-Bama is ranked 84th nationally. Alabama is not more talented than Ohio, when it comes to NFL players, in the history. But Alabama, this is ridiculous. These kids are overranked. This Rojas is going to Penn State. He's going to Penn State. I knew I would get that. That's an interesting name. Some of these names are hilarious. Avery Johnson. Oh, this is the quarterback. Maybe Kansas State? Good for Kansas State. Getting a solid quarterback, excuse me. Presley going, this is a good pickup. Yeah, looks like Michigan State's trying to get in there with an NIL deal. A&M is trying to throw an NIL deal. He's from Washington. Washington University isn't even in on him. Oh, man, you got to feel bad. He's the number one player from Washington. He's from Seattle. Guys, here's Peter Woods. This is coming down to the wire. It's so interesting with Peter Woods. It's literally, I would say 50. I don't think anyone knows. 50-50 Alabama-Clemson, 5-star. Can Clemson steal Peter Woods from Alabama? That'll be an interesting one. This loner again is going to South Carolina because he wants to play baseball, I believe. Yeah, he's not going to Ohio State. Ohio State is Austin Novosad. That's who they want. Ooh, where is this kid going? This was an Ohio State target. He'll probably go to Texas. Texas is going to start really paying for kids. Maybe Florida's desperate as hell. Florida is desperate. But guys, those are all the commits. There's a lot of commits coming up. I wonder players that just committed. We can just take a look at some of these players that just committed right here. Woo, we've got the number 1 overall player in South Dakota. It's a quarterback committing to Washington. This is breaking news right now. And wow, Louisville took this kid, Jordan, from IMG. He's not even ranked. He must be a project, I would say. Washington gets another kid. There's Cook. See, you can see Cook is just barely a 5-star right now. If he falls down a few spots, he won't be a 5-star, but he's a beast. He's a good player. There's no doubt. I could see him finishing a 5-star 100%. On offensive that kid's not even ranked. There's Sewell, Harris Sewell, offensive guard. Number 2 offensive guard in the country. Commits to Clemson today. That's a good get. This is an interesting one. Is this class of 2023 Justin Jefferson? A linebacker commits to Bama? Is he a JUCO? Yeah, he has to be a JUCO. Peril River Community College. It's JUCO. There's another one. Nathaniel Joseph to Miami. NIL. Another NIL. Billy Walt. Oh, that kid's a 3-star. But guys, those are just some of the latest. I love that logo. Arkansas State's logo. It is amazing. I've been watching Wimbledon, guys. I've been trying to, just sit back, enjoy Novak Djokovic. I love Novak Djokovic. He's my favorite player. But, I just been watching Wimbledon. And this recruiting stuff is crazy, man. It really is. It is legitimate, and it is crazy. So, guys, this was just a recruiting update. I was going to talk about Texas. I didn't even talk about it. Whoops. Guys, quickly on Texas, why I think they're back. Texas is back. People say, oh, you said Texas was back in 2016. No, this is different. They signed back-to-back superstar, five-star quarterback, Ewers and Arch Manning. They have legitimate superstar talent at the quarterback position. Ewers is the most talented quarterback Texas has had since Vince Young. Arch Manning, he might be a little bit overrated, but he's still a really good quarterback. He's going to attract other five-star talent. If I was a Texas fan, I would be pissed that they're moving to the SEC because they could dominate the Big 12. But they took the money. They're greedy. They wanted the money. And that's what happened there. But Texas, the reason they're back, because now they actually have legit superstar quarterbacks. And guys, look at this. 247 Sports starts a YouTube channel. They're trying to steal my views. But yeah, again, guys, Texas. People are going to, if you say Texas is back, people are going to make fun of you. But the reason I think they're back, and I think it's different, they never signed superstar quarterbacks like this in 2015, in 2016, in 2017, in 2018. This is different. They're building a legitimate nucleus, and they're signing a great class in 2022. But guys, that's going to do it. A little recruiting update. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.